Hey guys, Ryan here, and in today's video I'm going to give you what I think are the 3 best classes overall for Season 2 Reloaded of Warzone. Now we're going to pretty much jump right into it with my new favorite class overall, and this is going to be the Hemlock with the Lockman MP5 or the Vasnev 9K. So right now I'm going to put up the Hemlock build, I'm going to talk about what I like about this gun, and then I'm going to talk about the SMG. So for me, the Hemlock is the best AR pretty much in the entire game because it does everything. It has good damage in the mid-range, good damage up close, good mobility, just overall great recoil control, and it's just one of those guns that feels amazing. If you've used the Hemlock, you probably know what I'm talking about, and you probably know I have it #1 on this list, and that's why I'm going to lead off with it. Now, moving on from the Hemlock, we're going to talk about the Lockman MP5. Now, this thing technically did get nerfed, but I do think that most of the nerfs for the most part aren't going to be noticeable for most people, and especially with the build I have, I'm pretty sure the MP5 is going to be just as good for 99% of people. The build you're seeing in the background is specifically meant to have minimal recoil issues, and it's not exactly going to be the best for movement speed. And personally, the build I use has a lot more recoil but a lot more movement speed, but I genuinely don't think that the vast majority of people would enjoy using it, so I'm not going to put it in this video. And this is also going to take us into our second class in this video, and this is going to be the TAC-56 with the Vasnev 9K. Now, I'm going to begin with the TAC-56, but I do want to say that for me, the Vasnev might even be better than the Lockman MP5, so do keep that in mind. However, for the TAC-56, I'm not going to say this thing is better than the Hemlock. I do think it's pretty much just on par, and if you use this over the Hemlock, you're not going to be punished, you're not going to have that bad of a time. But I do want to say, realistically, the Hemlock is going to be just a tiny, teensy bit better than the TAC-56 in reality. However, this doesn't mean you shouldn't use the TAC-56. If you're someone who prefers the recoil of this gun, if you don't even have the Hemlock unlocked or leveled up, then just use this thing. I promise it's going to do pretty much just as good, and the only people that are going to notice the difference are the very top 1% of Warzone players, and the vast majority of people are not that. So let's move into the SMG for this class, and this is going to be the Vasnev 9K. And for me, this thing might even be better than the Lockman MP5, and you should 100% feel free to interchange the different ARs and SMGs on this list. I still cannot decide which gun I like better between the Vasnev or the MP5, and I do have to say, with the MP5 getting nerfed, there's a really big reality or a really high chance that the Vasnev is just going to be the dominant SMG. This is the most versatile SMG in the entire game. It has good close range damage, good mid range damage, it can function as a sniper support, an aggressive SMG, the recoil is minimal, the mobility is amazing, and the damage can hang in almost any circumstance, and that's what makes it such a rare gun and such a powerful gun, and one of my most favorite guns in all of Warzone, period. So let's move into this third class, and this is going to be the Sakin LMG paired with the VEL 46. I do need to point out that technically the Sakin did get nerfed in this last little patch, but all the nerf was to its damage range, and if I had to guess, the vast majority of you will not really ever experience a time where you actually notice the nerf, and for that reason, I'm going to keep it on this list as a third option, and pretty much going to be just as good as the Hemlock and the TAC-56. This thing, guys, I don't really know what else to say about it other than this is the new RPK replacement. This thing has amazing damage, it has a 100-round mag, which means you never have to reload, the recoil is minimal, the overall feel of the gun is amazing, and I think overall this thing's just being slept on because it wasn't as powerful as the RPK for the first month or two. And I actually think it's going to be a very similar case for the second gun I'm going to talk about and the gun that I pair it with, the VEL 46. See, for example, the VEL 46 just got buffed. It really hasn't been that good in the entire existence of Warzone 2, but now I think as an SMG, it's actually way better than people realize, and I think a lot of people would enjoy using it. And I think one of the sneakiest and best parts about it that a lot of people really are not considering, in my opinion, is the fact that this thing has a 50 round magazine that you can instantly reload so much easier than almost any other gun, and this cannot be understated. If you have a gun that has fast reload with the 50 round mag, this gives you opportunity to outplay entire squads. This means you don't have that downtime reloading, and it's going to be way better overall. For a quick list of honorable mentions, it's going to be the FSS Hurricane, the M4A1, the RAL LMG at close range, and lastly, maybe even this KV broadside. Hopefully the nerf for this thing is more than substantial enough and we don't have to worry about it though. Anyways guys, it's been Ryan. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, consider leaving a like and subscribing. Anyways, I hope you have a good day and enjoy the new season. Peace.